Hi, this is Josh Schreier, and I'd like to welcome you back to day number 2, to module number 2 in Double Your Day Today, how to double your productivity in 5 easy steps. I want to quickly review a little bit of what we did on module 1, so we're back up to speed. I don't know how long it's been since you watched module 1, it might have been yesterday, it might have been a week ago. So we spoke about how to make things a must, that you can't just have things in the should category. You can't just want to do something, or I think I should do something, or it's good if I would do something. It has to be a must. Anything that's going to be a daily practice, daily ritual, especially a new daily practice or a new daily ritual, must be a must. Not to be repetitive with the language, but it has to be a must. Otherwise, the nature of the body, the nature of the mind will take over, and you have a very uphill battle. We spoke about how much your time is really worth with the parable of the plane crash, and how much your time is really worth, how much your life is worth, how much the time in your life is worth. We talked about being so busy that there's no time to do what you have to do, because you might be able to ask, why in a class that's supposed to be focusing on business, why are we focusing so much on this aspect? The answer is, if you don't have time on your hands, so growth is impossible. That's a sad reality. If you're too busy to spend an hour a day on yourself, we'll get there, we're not even there yet, to spend an hour a day on your own personal development. We're going to talk about personal care in this module, about how to take care of yourself in the morning and get started on the right foot. But we'll talk later, how do you get an hour a day to focus on your own personal growth? Be it in your career, in your life, in your relationships, in your friendships, in general learning, in growth in any area you want. You need time. Without time, all the strategies you can hear won't get you more than a cup of coffee. So we spoke about that. And we spoke about what you do with this extra hour or two a day, and how valuable that would be to you, and how valuable it is that you're not always feeling so busy and so rushed and so scattered. So that was module 1. Today, we're going to break module 2 up into 2, maybe 3 videos. And first we're going to start with something very simple. The first practical piece of advice on how you start your day, you have to have enough sleep. Sleep is crucial, because productivity depends primarily on energy. Not just physical energy or emotional energy, but especially physical energy. A person who's lackluster and tired will significantly be ineffective and inefficient in any task, especially qualified tasks that are actually worth your time and effort and money to do. So sleep is crucial. That how much sleep? So there's different opinions that usually people say between 6 and 8. That I've heard a lot of opinions say on the higher side of that, the 7 or 8. But what I'm going to suggest today is a pattern that I learned from one of my mentors, Brendan Bouchard. And at the end of this video, you'll be able to download a PDF of his that I got permission to use from his team on his 5x50 formula. Now you'll see we're not going to follow his formula exactly to a T, because I don't have to agree on every single thing he says, but one thing he starts with is at least 50 minutes more sleep than you're currently getting. That's the first measurement. Why is that so important? Because like we said, sleep is one of the main factors in how you start the day with energy and a positive state. It's how you stay healthy. It's how you lose weight. There's a lot of benefits to sleep, and decades of sleep studies have shown that the highest performing people usually get the most amount of sleep. So sleep is crucial. So we can go more into that in depth at a different time, but this is really now to mention sleep is very important. After that, now we're actually going to start our day. Once we slept, we've woken up, what do we do to start the day? Well, we're going to tell you first what you don't do. And these don'ts are so important. You do not start your day with any technology or screens. No phones, no internet, no news, no newspapers. You focus the first at least 60, if not even 90 minutes of your day after you've woken up, maybe taken a shower, maybe had some breakfast, on what we're going to call here self-care. Why is that? Well, let's start with why you shouldn't do what we mentioned a second ago. Many work studies have shown that people who start their day with email, social media, and the like have reduced productivity of 30% or more throughout the rest of their day. Now just imagine what that means. Just because the first 15, 20, 30 minutes of your day you spend on Facebook, you spend your email, you spend answering messages, that will decrease the productivity of your day by 30% or more. Now why is that? This is crucial. Why is that true? That's true because that means your day started out reacting. What happened to me yesterday? What messages did I leave over? Who is bothering me in my email? Now, not everyone's necessarily bothering you, but I've heard many, especially productivity coaches, will tell you, email is nothing more than the well-organized method of other people's emergencies that they want to impose on you and take you out of what you should be doing. Because everyone believes that what they think is important is an emergency. But as Brendan Burchard so nicely says in his seminars, your false emergency does not become my priority. That's a classic line, and I think it's so true. Your false emergency, which is 95% of your personal emails most likely, are not my priority. My life does not revolve around what you think is important. It revolves around what I think is important. So again, no technology at all. No news, even newspapers. No news, newspapers, Facebook, social media, email. Absolutely, for the purpose of this, off limits for the first at least 60, if not 90 minutes of your day. So now what should you do instead? So this is where you rejuvenate and start your day off mentally, emotionally, and spiritually in the best place possible. We suggest go for a walk. It doesn't have to be a fast jog or a walk. Nice walk, maybe with listening to nice calming music or music that you really enjoy. And do that for about 20 to 30 minutes of our first hour. Then, either outside or inside, depending on the weather, the time of year, and what you like to do, sit down at that point and brainstorm what you believe are some of the most important things that you should do today that will improve on the quality of your life. It could be things that have to do with work. It likely will be. What are the most important tasks you have to do today? Who are the most important people you have to meet today? And just start to brainstorm a little bit in your mind what you have to do. It's also important, many people will tell you this, it's very important to meditate or something similar. Not everyone's into meditation, not everyone can do it, but some kind of meditative or relaxing practice to get yourself centered, because it's very easy to start your day extremely reactionary and extremely scattered, and then you're really chasing your tail to get on even keel. The more you control the first hour or 90 minutes of your day, the more that your day has the greatest likelihood of being successful, because everything goes after its beginnings. That's a classic saying, and it's very true. So now that we've done that, and we've done our first 60 to 90 minutes, although I would mention something else, within that first 35, 40 minutes, if you're not into meditation, I would suggest something else. Tony Robbins has a practice that he does daily for years called priming. He says in order to have a prime life, you have to prime daily. So I could try to do it for you, but underneath this video, you'll see a link to a YouTube video where he takes you through basically a guided priming session at one of his seminars, and we'll walk you through the entire 14 to 15 minute process. It's an incredible process to start your day with that gets you very centered and very focused on what you want to do. And that I would suggest for anybody watching this to watch that, to listen to that audio down below and follow that step and try and make that a daily practice. So that is really where the day should start. Very, very important that your day focuses on you to start with. It sounds maybe selfish to some of you, but if your day starts with you, then you can give to others. If your day starts with others, you'll be giving back to yourself. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you'll see when you start to try this. I've been doing this now for a long time, Start your day off with working on yourself, what you need to thrive, what you need to do, and that will put you in a very solid, positive, forward trajectory to start the day. So as it turns out, that we've actually covered all of module 2 in this video. I thought it would take at least 2 videos, but that that's where we'll finish for today. So we've now covered what we do to start our day. Again, 60 to 90 minutes, no technology, no news, no distractions, 100% focus on you if that's possible. It could be that you have kids and a spouse, and that's not always possible to do right away in the beginning of the day. But if you're able to get up before them in any way, shape, or form, that's what I usually do. I usually start my day very early to get up before my wife, before my kids, and have a solid hour, at least minimum hour and a half, before anyone else in the house wakes up, to get my day off on the right foot, and it makes 100% difference. If we talk about doubling my productivity, I could say it's probably tripled or quadrupled my productivity just this one practice alone. So that will actually conclude today's video on Module 2. And tomorrow, or not tomorrow necessarily, but in Module 3, we're going to tackle stress reduction, and gratitude. Again, an unusual place to go for productivity, but you'll see tomorrow or in the next time you watch our video why this is so crucial for productivity. And then we'll actually get, finally, when we get to the Module 4, into actually your actual work day and how that should work. But you see how much effort we're going to put into so far in this course. Half the course or more is just starting your day on the right foot, with the right mentality, with the right energy, with the right emotions, and the right tools to control your emotions. Because like everyone knows, in a state of stress, lowered energy, negative emotion, all of the best intentions will go out the window, because you won't stand a chance to be consistent and thorough in the long term if you're not in the right space mentally and physically together to really approach your day and be able to serve in the best way possible. So as always, that I wish you a day full of tremendous blessing and love and passion and vitality, and I will see you on our next video.